Good morning, attendees. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present Medizar, the company, and Medizar, the product. Next slide, please, Fahad. Okay, and next slide, please. Okay, so Medizar, we are a UK-based company and based in Belfast, been a Invest Northern Ireland client company for many, many years, and have attended Arab Health continuously this past 5 or 6 years. We are funded by Invest Northern Ireland, who have helped us to develop the Medizar range of products. The product itself is a second stage or second generation sanitizer based on a non-alcohol based formulation, which gives us then quite a number of different products such as foamers, hard surface sanitizers, and wipes, etc. It is 100% alcohol free. It has been halal certified. Contains no toxins, no irritants, etc. And it is used or can be used in a number of various markets. So the primary one at the moment being, of course, the medical hospital market. Next slide, please, Fahad. Okay, so the company itself is fully based in Northern Ireland. We do all our research and development here, and we then go around. We have attended many of the conferences around the world, and have, by that route, have gained quite a number of distributors around various countries. Next slide, please, Fahad. Okay, now the primary differentiating characteristics of Medizar, because it is a non-alcohol based product, we using biocides, we are able to attain some quite unique characteristics. The primary ones being that in the independent testing, we can show that the product will give up to 6 hours residual activity on the skin and up to 30 days residual barrier activity on hard surfaces. All these claims and the tests have been conducted in various laboratories around the world, primarily in the United Kingdom, but we have had testing done in Singapore, in Malaysia, in Australia, in Indonesia, and in Africa. Next slide, please, Fahad. Okay, we continually develop the product to address new pathogens which are identified, and of course the one which is on everyone's mind at the moment is COVID-19. And this year we have had the Medizar tested to prove that it is effective against COVID-19. Last year we had testing done to prove it was effective against other types of viruses, the primary one being norovirus, or the vomiting bug. So therefore, we are able to show that the Medizar is effective against both enveloped and non-enveloped viruses. One of the primary markets we have now at the moment is actually Australia, and we had the testing carried out against COVID-19 on behalf of the Australian Ministry of Defence. I beg your pardon, Ministry of Health. Next slide, please, Fahad. So this is just a very short view of the current pathogens which we have certification to prove that Medizar is effective against. We have over 25 different certificates for the product. So every single claim that we make, if we say they kill G. coli or MSRA or COVID or whatever the claim we make, we have independent laboratory and MOH testing to prove that we have that. Next slide, please, Fahad. These are the international standards that we've had the product tested against. If you look at the bottom left-hand side, you see Australian TGA, which is their Therapeutic Goods Administration, which is effectively part of their Ministry of Health. And that was the body that requested the proof of effectiveness against COVID-19. It's actually one of the most stringent and hardest regulatory bodies in the world. Next slide, please, Fahad. So we have built up a distribution network spread across the globe, from Senegal and other countries in West Africa, to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and Australia. Next slide, please, Fahad. In the specific reference to the Middle East, in Qatar, UAE, we have, for example, been working with or supplied into Hamad Corporation, HMC, in Qatar for many years now. The primary product being our high-grade medical wipe. We did in last year, we did an onboard test with Qatar Airways on board one of their Boeing 777 aircraft. They wanted to test against the various pathogens on board their aircraft. So we did they gave us, would you believe, a Boeing 777 for half a day, and we carried out a fumigation test, and we had extremely successful test with Qatar Airways. We also work with Tanzifco, who's one of the largest service providers in the Middle East and North Africa. ADNOC, which is the oil company in UAE, and Al Noor Hospital Group. Next slide, please, Fahad. In Saudi Arabia, we are, through our distributor there, we are supplying into a number of different hospital complexes, and that's growing all the time. In terms of the product range, we manufacture hand foam sanitizers, gels, hard surface, fogging, and wipes. In terms of the single most successful product group, it has to be the wipes, which is a growing and extremely large market across the world. Next slide, please, Fahad. So this was the wipe product which we had tested this year for COVID-19. The way that we work is that it's the formulation which does the work against the pathogens and not the particular product. So, for example, the formulation which goes into our gels, hard surface sanitizers, foggers, and wipes, etc., remains the same. It's just how that is delivered, whether it's delivered through a hand pump or on a wipe. That differentiates the various products. Next slide, please, Fahad. Okay, so we do a range of wipes. Some of them mandated, for example, by WHO, for example, neutral detergent wipes, and then high-grade medical wipes, but also a number of other subsidiary wipes. Last year, we entered the Australian market for the first time through our distributor there, and in 1 year we achieved sales of over 1.4 million units, which gives an indication of the potential for the product in the medical and the commercial market. And whilst we have a number of distributors across the world, none of them at the moment, with the exception of Australia, is exclusive. So we are looking to develop further our distribution network across not only the Middle East and North African markets, but across the world. Next slide, please, Fahad. So the products, whether they're coming out as a wipe or as a fogger or as a hard surface application, will be able to sanitize any surface in any of the areas in which we work, should they be medical, commercial, airlines, or schools, education, etc. And with our certification, we are able to back up and prove any of the claims that we make for the product. Last slide, please, Fahad. Thank you for your time. I hope you found it of interest, and we look forward to any questions you may have at the end of the session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeffrey. And like Jeffrey said, we welcome any questions that you might have. So do please pop your questions into the chat box, and we'll pick them up at the end of the session. And thank you, Jeffrey, for highlighting the fantastic work that Medisar is doing all around the world, particularly in the Middle East region. And I'm sure many of the people attending today would have interacted with a Medisar sanitizer in one way or another. So it's really good to see that, and hopefully we'll see some more interest from companies who'd want to work with Medisar.
Okay, thank you.
Now, thank you, Jeffrey. Now I'd like to welcome Neil Armstrong, who's the Sales Director at SIGA Healthcare. Neil, if you'd like to unmute yourself and turn on your camera, please.